Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'avsim le'Avram litzviah k'le'kol v'gim v'ne'elohim gim v'asam de'im k'nati v'zichras chaziyah v'yitzvah v'gayel v'minei emanchim ya'avam l'chid m'shemogim Baruch atah Adonai Morgen Abraham v'chibul m'chem yismat rav l'ishim ha'shvuru ach m'rizek ha'shmchav v'chem v'chem yismat rav m'zem v'neifim v'v'chid m'adrasum k'emunosei l'isheni of m'chmei ch'bal gibur z'midim l'chlav m'sumachayim m'tzmech Yeshua never not the Achis Mason Baruch atah Adonai v'chaya meisim v'na'arit tzomchim sefseitz Mishal Shem Chok Kedusha, Kos V'Yani V'Yecho, V'Korel Zel Zevi Omar Kodesh, Kodesh Adonai Tzvah Yismech V'Zvei Tilu Mos, Mishal Yein Baruch, Kevei Adonai V'Mkever, V'Divrei Kosh Chok Kos V'Leimer, Yimlech Adonai Lein Leichzin David Eraldi Kodesh 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 Koyem Yam Tzavah Adonai Ho'ela Kodesh Atacheni V'Adon Das V'Lam Melan Shpino Chodenu Yitchol Chok V'Adon Das Adonai Cheni Ado As Hashivenu V'Nusek V'Adonai Chazireno, it's a show which is not about Adonai. I hate this issue. It's not going to be done because I'm not going to make you okay. It's all about Adonai. Can't have this lawyer. You know, you know, blame him. It's not okay. Okay, the cause of God. Adonai. Okay, Israel. We're not going to prevent the opportunity to see what's in all. We are there. We're going to force them to come back. יום noch even nach Gott macht die neu eben hele am Israel wurde in what reden uns schon face ist kommen ist was du sind tal motor die brach hab ne po adom ob saben mit der schon brach geht okay mit warten wurde schon macht die neu wurde ich schon gab ich gerade noch so es gab ich sind 3 Jahre American Social Server die neu bekam es mit am Israel was schifte ki war ich schein aber jetzt ki was khil al boss من יוגין ואנוחה ומה יכולים לעשות בני ואנחנו בחסד ורחמים צדקו משפט ברכתו דינוי על זה יסתקו משפט אבל שמעתי סיכו בכל המינים וכל הזהידים כרגע יבידו כל אלה המקום יקריסו מהחוזני שמינה ספר שם סמגר וסכני עד מרד יומנו ברכתו דינוי שבר איפים אחרי הזהידים אז דגים החסידים על זה גם חובייס ישראל אבל זה בספרים הגרגרי אצל גולים אנחנו מאחורים נדעים וזה צריך לתת חובייס משמש so gehen wir mal man nicht noch auf der die neu ich schon wieder also die ich habe noch das ist nicht selber ganz weit Preis da muss ich halt machen nee so gar nicht nur bin eine die neu wenn ich schon lojim es am da mir das mir kein nicht dann die Schuss wie nur call hey die neu was mir kein Yeshua schmageln was nur den Rach nach dem Kaldur was ist bisschen okay schmeckt das auch nur nach und gemacht ich will nur ja du mit der Skope aber die neu schmeckt hat viel an der die neu in Israel ist so ja schön aber wir sagen ich Israel ist was gebraucht und dann wir das kommen so dann in dem Schub glotzi mir nach die neu machen sich hinaus sie לאן יש מסוים בקודש לא מנסח שפוי מנו לפני זה ביסח שפולס ערב ובוי כבצערי מתי כאילו אנחנו סליחה כי מיילום כבינו לא אפילו מספר בישראל ומסנסי שמחמה כנתום לזלם בו את כל החיים ידעו חזל אל שמו גדול אל ישועסנו וזסנו סלו אלתי ברוך עתו עדי נוי עתיב שמחול חונו אל הידס סי משול עם טבע וברוך החיים חיים בו חספה לנמק Begin met kon ik ook bij nacht hier. Maar nacht het wel nog nu. Het is nu als het zo gebracht maar Shalom. De bijna gewoon dan kun je zo lezen zo is nog maar dat die nooit aan de worden samen Israël was Shalom. Hey, nou is het. Zijn nu zo. Iedere gebaai maakt toe wel daar nog niet zo dan de show. Ja, dat is אבל אפה שבת שמחה אשם כי אם יצא ומשם תאז אם שבוסים מסקשיב ומעבור כי אם יקרא שם אדינוי ושם נאמר ויעבור לא יכול להיות לא ידרך מנהל דרך הפעיל החסד ומספיץ החסד הלוכים רייסי אובן בפשע וחת אובן אורגי כי הוא ידע יצרנו זכור כי אנחנו עזרנו וישנו על דבר גשמך יצילנו וכפר על חפשנו למען שמך יסקדל שמי רבו יום דברו חילוס יבם ויאמר חפושי ואספח מקורם שיחי יקר ומייך מחית חוב ישראל גול ונקורי אמן איש מנהל ברך ליול ויספורט משתף ויספורט מסנס ויסדור ויסלב ויסלוש שליחו לאלו מן כל מחוסר ושירוס ותשבו חוסר מחוסר מן יום אמן סבס לייזן ווזן חוב ישראל קודם מיני משמעי אמן היי שומנה משמעי וחיים תמולינו המזרח אמן איס שלום מן ויעש שלום לנמק ישראל אמן לינו שמח עדים עקב דוד בניש אנחנו כאידים מתחת ומדים במלך מלכי המלוכים הקודש ברוך הוא The Alkin and Kavalacha, you know, you leave Hinu. Now, my boy, I think the Lord as we know ye, you know, your call, the show your call. Amen. אני יוסי סיוואני סנדרום את אפסדינג מישהו נכון כיף שמענו לנו כיף שבין חמש איזה אפילו חבין קודם גיל המים Hier is hier wachen sie nicht so noch einmal so mal ich mein Kind schon aber gehabt hey aber man kann schon immer so das Wort sagt ist Israel wir haben der müssen schon mal kommen sind ja gut ja der so da ist das mehr aber amen mother of our seven let's say it's my name premise amen I when we on by obviously so but those remember amen ja Heel van de Moslim Arab, heel gisteren bracht me nog een erg in de zon weer ver voor kan ik dat ook wel dus maar weer amen. Islam Arab mens maar kan zo dan ook zo over amen. Shalom Arab, yes, shalom and amen.
We have a shliach. Rebbe's a shliach from Russia, and we'll give you over. You will see the snatches from the school team, but the Rebbe's accomplished, and ultimately we are going to be zeichen very soon. Very rochaku. It's not far. The Gedula of Shlema, and this is Rabbi Afson, Yosef Yitzchak Afson from Kalbach.
Afson.
Yeah?
I'm Afson.
Okay. Well, go to it, please.
So your last name is what?
Karlbach. But I'm Afson. I say that.
Opson.
My grandfather is out there, big shliach. And the Rebbe. And he says his grandchild. Kalbach.
So you related to the Karbach singer?
Related to the Karbach singer. So I'll just say a quick story. The story happened last year. So I'll just give a little introduction why the story is so significant. Because it was Parshas Vayera. If you look into the Torah Parshas Vayera, there's two stories. Elisha, Hanavi, prophet Elisha, that was a woman that had many debts, and the debtors wanted to come take her children. She came to Elisha and she said, my husband was a God-fearing Jew, and he died now, and now I have so much my debts. They want to take my children. They want to enslave my children. Elisha, Hanavi told her to go borrow as much jugs as possible, and that's what she did. And then he told her to take a jug of. And she has in her home. She has a jug of oil, and he said you should take it and go with your children and close the door and fill up those jugs. And we know the story that she filled the jugs, and it never seized the oil. She was able to fill with that small jug of oil hundreds of barrels, which she sold later and became a very wealthy woman. And then there's a second story where there was Elisha Nevuah used to travel to a certain town, and would stay by this certain couple. And the woman realized that this was his route. So she told her husband, we got to make a special room for him. And the husband agreed, and they made a special room. And the next time he came, he said, you don't have to stay by us anymore. There's a special room for you. And Rishon Abuya was very touched, so he called her off. He called her later and said, what can I do? God bless you. She says, I have everything I need. I live amongst the Jewish people. Everything's great. So then his attendant told him, she's a very old woman. She doesn't have any kids. He called her back, and he says, you're gonna have a child next year. And a year later, she had a child, and then you tell the story that she was growing up and he went to the field one time, father, and he yelled, and he said, Reishi, Reishi, he yelled that his head hurts. And the father right away told the attendant to call the mother. The mother came, took the child died. And she right away, when the child was dead, she took the child and she ran to the donkeys, and she told her attendant to get donkeys. We're going to Elijah the prophet, to Elisha the prophet. Her husband said, "Hey, where are you going?" He says, "I'm going to Elisha the prophet. It's the time, it's not. It needs to go once a month, whatever, when there's Swedish or something." He said she just went. And she came to the Elijah the prophet, and we know the story that first Gehazi, the attendant, tried. Elisha told him what to do. He didn't really listen and didn't revive the child. And then in the end, he took the child. He went into the room and he blew into his mouth and he revived the child. So Rashi just says over there two things that why did the story with the woman with the jug of oil, why did she close the door and then start pouring? And if you look at the story also of the child that died, she never told her husband that the child died. When the child died, she took it. She said, I'm going to Elisha the prophet. The husband had no idea. And he actually mentioned, she didn't even say to Elisha the prophet that the child's dead. She didn't say that. If you look at the wording, she didn't say that. He just said, here's the child that you promised. So Rashi says, what do you see from here? That when you want a miracle to happen, be quiet. Do it b'chashay. It means you do it in a quiet way. Close the door. Make no one know. No one want a miracle to happen in your life. Quiet about it. Don't advertise it to people. So so I was in shul, and a guy walks in, the name of Dimash Klar, close friend of mine, and the first time I actually met him was then, and I said, you look a little nervous. I said, you want to put on film? I said, sure. So we put on film, and I'm not sure if he told me, but he told me this story's like this. His wife just gave birth. And when they were doing the checks, the checkups, the child, there was a serious problem with the heart. The analyst, what's the word? The bunch of whatever analysts, not analysts, not special, whatever. A bunch of results came back that were not good. And they said they had to go right away. They had to take the child to a special children's hospital in Russia, in St. Petersburg, and it was really serious, something really serious stuff. They had to operate and stuff like that. So he came running to the shul and he put on film, and then he left. And his father calls me up a day later and says, "I want to tell you something. My son just called me and said that said this story that he didn't tell his father. Told the story that he was now telling his father after the whole night. He said, what happened? Basically, the story I told you that his son, his daughter was born, and a bunch of deep heart defects, and they had to operate and stuff. And then he came to shul, and when he came back to the hospital, they they did some more tests, and it came back completely fine. So I told him, I told him, I said, he said it, he didn't tell his father. It means when the results came in, he went straight, his wife took the kid his wife went with the kid to the hospital, and he went straight to shul. Didn't tell anyone. And Baruch Hashem. So, I mean, I love his stories, but I think it's enough for now. Yeah, sure.
We want.
Spray goggles.
Adonai Shia, Melech Yadeinu, Adonai Shia, Melech Yadeinu, V'yem Koreinu, Es Gadol, Es Kadash Mirabo, Yom V'yofiyus, V'yamus Malchus, Es Malchukon, V'yam Mishiche, V'chayechem Yamekim V'yam Beis Yisrael, V'amol Zon Koreinu, Yesh Meirabo, Yibravo, why is what the same it's not so is about with a level of low schmeg the put some rivo and I don't know what's we all body on Bor pues adoino yami voiro adoino yami Oma vil ben jem voloi do I nooit so schmoi wo no ya mari varovi ava sei von weise so okay nothing okay nothing no oira gebreino lo ben was foi só so me menole lo mi claro no Shema Yisrael, Sorry. Adoino, yeah, move on, course. Omalchus Evrozen Kiblalehim Moishu Nesrovel, Lefon Shira Visim Parabo, Viam Rukulo, Nikamoi Kobele Madaino, Nikamoi Lezukoide, Shmeirati, Lezekele Malchus Pervoneco,
והגיום לפני מוישה זה אילי חומר ואומרו אדינוי בלויך ללמוד ונאמר כפוד אדיניס ינקי ובלויך מיד חוזק ממנו ברוך אתו אדינוי ועל ישראל אשכיבנו אבינו לשום סוטון אבינו אבינו Ein shem rein zlein ot varo ato adoinoi shayves am Israel lod is gadash miravo biom yosef yamlik malchus ves malchus vikar mishichay vechayei ken yamei ken ken ves Israel malchus kori v'rochove Yesh me rabo mi urachu lamo mi mayo isboret v'ishtavach v'isbor v'isreimom v'isnasa v'isado v'isale v'isalo shnei dikim shavivu v'yei v'min kol v'chosu v'shiroso tuchosu v'nekemoso damiram v'yolmo v'ibru obei изгадал изгадаш мера Бог יום יחיוס וימליך מלכות וישמח בכל וכל משיחי וחייכם ימיך ותנכל בית ישראל והכל כל ימרום יש מירב ומברך ולם ומאיו יסבור כשדף ובספור וישרימו וישנס ויסדו ויסלב ויסדו שמי דקות שבריחו ליל מכל בכל זה ושרוסו תר בכל זה ונקמוסו ורמיול מוביל רחומי Iskabes lo dem was the call basis so kon the shmaya vi rom. Ich vom Rahmen in shmaya kan tem allein und so vi rom. Oi se show mi remo ja se show mal so vi rom. Amen. Ako dus boren bosu nee, dat is zo mooi. Oei, heen. Ja, dat is je weet wel. We ook ja die nooit wil je. Nou ken ik wel een paar die nooit heen, er is meer. Ja, maar. Adina en boy, wel wordt we nee, maar oh, ja, Adina en mel. Alcohol, ore, vai ma ho ja die nooit van. Usmoy von.
O'clock tomorrow. Chocolate. 9 o'clock.
It's good.
Very good. Good night, everyone. Good night. Kiddush Levanim.
Yeah, not for long.
Oh, wow.
So I told you.
Kiddush Levanim. No, because I was under the, what's that? They Kiddush Levanim. No, no, but on Shabbos, no. So we can have a dinner. Yeah, have a family. We have a.
He's a seed, huh?
The rabbi likes on Shabbos.
Yeah,
Yeah, now, you're good.